We dealt with Hurricane Matthew, which was a once-in-a-century storm in terms of what hit us and how it affected families. This year, we're ready, and our message is pretty simple and straightforward. Have a plan, get a kit, and know your zone. Our City of Jacksonville Preparedness Guide is online now, jacksready.com. And Director Woodard, when he speaks in a minute, he'll tell you where you can get that locally if you want a paper copy. While the paper copy is in English, know that if you go online, it is in multiple languages, including Spanish. I would also encourage people to, this is in terms of having a plan, get a kit, and know your zone. This weekend, there's a sales tax holiday for items that are related to preparing. So I would encourage people to get out and buy their items this weekend if they can. Number of things. They'll save sales tax, and it also prevent a rush that often happens when a storm is upon us. You can get the details for what your kit should include in this guide right here. You can also check floridarevenue.com to see other specific items that would be covered under the sales tax holiday. So again, your city, your public safety workers, your emergency operations center is ready and prepared like we were last year, and we want you, the people of Jacksonville, to be safe and to be ready. So with that, have a plan, get a kit, and know your zone. Director Woodard.
Thank you, Mayor Curry. Well, it is June 1st. It's hard to believe that it's already that time of year. As you know, hurricane season runs from June 1st through November 30th. So we've got 6 months ahead of us, and storms can occur anytime during that period. The Preparedness Guide is available today. It's in public libraries. It'll be in the Times-Union Sunday edition this weekend, and it will be in the Beaches Leader a week from today. It's also available at the Red Cross office in Riverside, and it will be in several other businesses throughout the city. It is a good time to make those preparations. There's really good information in the guide that talks a lot about what you need to do to put in your kit, how to make a plan, and some of the things that you can do now before we're facing any type of storm during hurricane season. One of the people that we work with on a daily basis, and really proud of the relationship that we have as a key partner, is the National Weather Service, not only the Hurricane Center, but particularly the Jacksonville Weather Service. So today we're delighted to have Scott Cordero, who is the meteorologist in charge of the Jacksonville National Weather Service office, and Scott's going to talk a little bit about hurricane season.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Scott Cordero. I'm with the meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Jacksonville. We had in Florida, we had 4 systems that we had to deal with last year, including Colin, Hermine, Julia, and Matthew. And I'll park a little bit on Matthew. Matthew had damage and infrastructure damage of more than $1 million across Northeast Florida. And it brushed us, and lucky for us, it took about a 20-mile jog to the right, and many of our communities are still recovering with the storm surge and the winds associated with that, but it wasn't the one. It wasn't the hardest that it could hit us at that particular time, where the storm debilitated, weakened to about 25 miles an hour less than previously prognosticated, and also took a jog to about 20 miles to the right. Regardless of that jog, we had 3 to 5 feet of storm surge in both Flagler and St. Johns County, 1 to 3 or 2 to 4 over in Duval County and Nassau County, 1 to 3 in southeast Georgia. It could have been 2 to 4 feet higher if that storm was to the left, where it was officially forecast earlier to hug our particular coast, and we were very fortunate that it wasn't the one. That leads me to the outlook of this year. And every season, regardless of what the outlook is, we have to prepare for that one that changes our community forever, and it could change a particular business or individual forever as well. And it's time to be prepared, time to be resilient, and time to get ready. Also time to know what actions you're going to take and by looking at the particular guide that the City of Jacksonville is going to be putting out and recommendations from emergency management. Your National Weather Service always keeps you informed on our webpage at weather.gov/jax, on our Facebook page, and our Twitter, where we put regular briefings and advisories every 6 hours associated with those advisories that are put out at 11 and 5 a.m. and p.m. with subsequent intermediate advisories with those particular storms. Our outlook this particular year is forecast to be normal or above normal, but I tend to look at the outlook as a chance on June 1st to let our community know that hurricane season is upon us. The outlooks themselves are pretty good in terms of the ranges and the numbers that are given on a particular year, with some exceptions, like 2005, where we went into the Greek alphabet. And it could also be below normal of those predicted numbers. But in 1992, in the state of Florida, we only had 6 named storms, but one major hurricane. That was the first hurricane of the season. That was Hurricane Andrew. So it's not a matter of how many hurricanes occur in the Atlantic Basin or the Gulf of Mexico, but it's that one that affects our area, and it's the one that we got to get ready for. And I can't state that enough. The American Red Cross, the National Weather Service, the City of Jacksonville, all have awesome web pages that show you ways that you can prepare, knowing your evacuation zone, when to evacuate, and always information that's up to date on those evacuation orders as well. I want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk about this upcoming hurricane season.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Director. Steve, you did a good job. Just to reiterate a couple of points, get your book, get your preparedness guide. It's got a lot of good tips in it. You've mentioned a lot of them, Mayor, already, and I'm going to mention a couple more. One thing is you may want to check your insurance to make sure that you know your deductibles, you know what you're covered for, and you know that you have it. Secondly, flood insurance is a separate policy. It's not part of your homeowner's insurance. If you're in a susceptible area or you feel uncomfortable about not having flood insurance, go get it. It takes 30 days once you buy it for it to be effective. So you can't buy it the day before the hurricane comes. You got to buy it at least 30 days out. So those are the 2 things that I would add. But get this preparedness guide, get ready. The next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, no taxes on hurricane supplies. So it's a good time to go out there and get them now, because if you wait until the storm comes, there's going to be a big rush on generators and water, and it may run out, and that would be bad if you didn't have an opportunity to get it. So please take a look at your supplies and get them this weekend. Thank you so much.